Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're tackling a seriously cool paper, autonomous penetration testing using reinforcement learning. Imagine robots hacking Pogi. Sounds wild, right? So what's the big idea here?
Basically, there's a huge shortage of cybersecurity experts. This paper explores using artificial intelligence, specifically reinforcement learning, RL, to automate some of the work involved in penetration testing. Think of it like teaching a computer to be a hacker, but for good.
Whoa, teach a computer to hack? Like, for real? What does that even mean?
Penetration testing is like a controlled attack on a computer system to find weaknesses. It's super important for security, but it takes a lot of time and skill. RL lets us train a computer program, an agent, to learn how to do this automatically.
Okay, so RL, is that like a video game for computers? They get points for finding vulnerabilities?
Kind of. RL is all about rewarding the computer for good behavior. In this case, the reward is getting access to valuable parts of a network. The computer learns by trying different things and seeing what works best.
So it's trial and error? Doesn't that take forever?
It can, but they built a simulator to speed things up. This simulator lets the RL agent practice attacking a virtual network without actually harming anything. It's much faster than testing on real systems.
A virtual network? Like a pretend internet? How does that work?
The simulator models different parts of a network, machines, services, firewalls, etc. The agent learns to navigate this virtual world using scans and exploits to gain access.
So did it work? Did the computer actually learn to hack the pretend internet?
Yes. The study showed that both simple and more advanced RL algorithms could find optimal attack paths in the simulated environment. They could figure out the best way to get to the valuable data.
Optimal, like the fastest way? Or the stealthiest?
It depends on how you define optimal. The reward system in the simulator could be set up to prioritize speed, stealth, or something else. The agent learns to maximize whatever reward is defined.
But pretend internet is one thing, real internet is another. How realistic is this?
That's a great point. The simulator is a simplification of the real world. Real networks are much more complex. But it's a good starting point for testing and developing these RL agents.
So what's the next step? Are we going to have robot hackers soon?
Not quite yet. The algorithms need to be improved to handle much larger and more complex networks, and they need to be tested in more realistic environments before they're ready for real-world use.
Like a real internet test? That sounds scary.
It would be carefully controlled, of course. The goal is to improve security, not cause damage. Think of it as a more efficient way to find vulnerabilities before real hackers do.
So it's like a superpowered security check?
Exactly. It could help cybersecurity professionals work more efficiently and potentially address the skills shortage.
So this is all still pretty early stages, but it sounds promising. What are the biggest challenges still facing this kind of automated penetration testing?
Scaling to larger networks is a big one. The complexity of the problem grows exponentially with the size of the network. Also, keeping up with the ever-changing landscape of software and exploits is a constant challenge.
So it's a bit like an arms race, but with robots and hackers? That's wild. Thanks for explaining all this.